This board demonstrates how you can use the checklist bot to automate some actions and use checklist templates. In this example, the first column stores the card templates, and you have one card for each of the remaining columns, for instance, inbox, promising, etc. And this card serves to store the checklist that will be added to the cards each time they arrive, for instance, in this case, in the inbox column. Again, we can look at the promising card templates, where you see a list of actions that will need to be performed. And here, for instance, once the bot is configured, each time you add a card, let's say here we want to add a new candidate. Once the card is created, automatically the set of 3 checkboxes that are associated to inbox are added. Let's have a look at it here. You see that these actions have been added. And here, let's say we want to move this card to promising, then automatically the other 9 items will be added, and the checklist is added on top of the previous checklist. Okay? So here again, let's do it again. We want to add John Glenn, for instance, as another candidate. The bot is also able, apart from adding automatically checklist from templates, to perform some actions once you check a given line. Let's say here, if we check look promising, the bot will move, is the capacity to move to another list, here in this case to the list promising at the bottom, and also to add a label. We can also decide to move the card to another board or archive it. So let's do it here. If we click on looks promising, the card is automatically moved to the promising column, and we add here a pink label. And since we moved into the promising label, the template of that column is also automatically added. So this way, we can program in the template list the different steps that need to be done, and also assign actions that can be performed once the person clicks on the different checkboxes. Here, for instance, I'm at a step where, okay, we have selected a promising candidates, so we have to call the candidates. Based on this call, decide what type of expert he is. Let's say he's a methodology consultant, potential methodology consultant. We have to assign for the next step, which is the interview with HR, somebody. Let's say we'll ask Emily to perform the interview. Okay, so it's assigned. And once we schedule the meeting with Emily, we can here press schedule meeting, and that would go to the next list, which is called interview with HR. And here again, you already add all the checkboxes that will be needed at the end of the interview. Let's look here at the board. So the card has moved automatically to this step. And here, when Emily performed the interview, after the interview, she can here decide to either go to the next meeting, which is an interview with 2 experts, decide that it's okay, a potential intern, whatever, or freelance contractor, or no-go. Let's click on no-go here. So the card again will move to not hired, and at this step, the only thing you can do is finally archive the card, which we will do. And there you go. The card is archived. At any moment, you can also unpress the check and unarchive. This works only for archiving and also for labels.